Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Ethereum received a free pass, and there was a lot that went wrong here. He discovered something considerably worse throughout the course of this lawsuit, and it is the footage in which Joseph Lubin describes how he intended to assist in disguised whale purchasers during the Ethereum pre-sale. He defined it as, "A picture paints 1,000 words," which is accurate. Apparently, this is a screenshot from the Ethereum pre-sale, as reported by Digital Asset Investor. Let's have a listen. So, there you have it. All they needed was an email address to identify the masked whales who were participating in the Ethereum ICO. To add to that, James Phelan put this out. In today's ruling, Judge Torres ordered 3 documents unsealed now, 172-1. The notice of Brad Garlinghouse deposition in the Security and Exchange Commission formal investigation, 179-4. A Chris Larson email string, and 179-5, a Brad Garlinghouse email. Interestingly, as has been the case throughout this probe, Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse have been under more scrutiny than anybody else in the industry. Yet they have remained as clean as a whistle at every step. They have not been accused of fraud or anything of the kind. They sent out an email from Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse that was essentially phrased in the manner of the pros that they have always been. There is nothing shady going on here. Based on the emails, it seems that there is no evidence to support the Security and Exchange Commission action. According to the Larson email thread, he is just applauding Ripple for its ability to facilitate cross-border transactions. In the email, Larson says, "From Ripple perspective, we could not be more excited about X-border payments using blockchain and digital assets like XRP over SWIFT. The recent MoneyGram announcement is a great example of incumbents agreeing with our vision. Our view is to grow at full speed into these huge opportunities. We are hiring as fast as we can. At the same time, funds like XRP are investing in new additional verticals and teams. There are many, many great opportunities." Of course, that is not the whole email, but I cannot just read out the entire email thread as then the video will get too long. However, I should point out that there is no specific proof for the Security and Exchange Commission formal investigation, 179-4. A Chris Larson email string, and 179-5, a Brad Garlinghouse email. Interestingly, as has been the case throughout this probe, Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse have been under more scrutiny than anybody else in the industry. Yet they have remained as clean as a whistle at every step. They have not been accused of fraud or anything of the kind. They sent out an email from Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse that was essentially phrased in the manner of the pros that they have always been. There is nothing shady going on here. Based on the emails, it seems that there is no evidence to support the Security and Exchange Commission action. According to the Larson email thread, he is just applauding Ripple for its ability to facilitate cross-border transactions. In the email, Larson says, "From Ripple perspective, we could not be more excited about X-border payments using blockchain and digital assets like XRP over SWIFT. The recent MoneyGram announcement is a great example of incumbents agreeing with our vision. Our view is to grow at full speed into these huge opportunities. We are hiring as fast as we can. At the same time, funds like XRP are investing in new additional verticals and teams. There are many, many great opportunities." Of course, that is not the whole email, but I cannot just read out the entire email thread as then the video will get too long. However, I should point out that there is no specific proof for the Security and Exchange Commission in these emails. And the Brad Garlinghouse email. Secondly, just last week, more than 20 Ripplers, including me, had a very successful showing at COM's, the biggest blockchain conference of the year. One of our company objectives is to build liquidity for the digital asset XRP so banks and payment providers can use it to significantly lower the costs of their cross-border payments. Our primary goal at Consensus was to advance deals with digital at exchanges and payment providers that build 3P liquidity and payment volume. Mission accomplished. Both leading into the event and coming out of the event, we cannot have great momentum in adding exchanges and payment service providers as Ripple partners. The bottom line is that we are committed to making XP the best digital asset for payments. While cannot predict future market dynamics, this is a very exciting time for us as the market is recognizing XRP real use case liquidity for cross-border payments and technical superiority compared to other digital assets. So, do you see anything that is going to hurt XRP? This is something I have been saying for a long time. All of this stuff you are looking at is either a stage set and everything we are witnessing is a movie, or there is something very horrible going on here. I am not sure which it is. There is a middle ground in this situation, which is that everything has been arranged by the government and all of the other things. Then there is the possibility of a few bad actors thrown in for good measure. That is sort of where I am leaning right now, and a lot of stuff was planned a long time ago, so I am not surprised. I will explain why I believe this, but along the route, there are some terrible actors, whether they are major megabanks or bad actors that decided they wanted to throw a wrench in the works. I will explain why I believe this later. To put it another way, I believe that there is an overarching strategy in place, but that there are some corrupt activities taking on inside the plan as well. Unfortunately, a handful of paragraphs in an email from Brad Garlinghouse to workers concerning XRP holders' expectations for the price of XRP and Ripple control over the digital currency might be detrimental to the Ripple case. As Brad Garlinghouse says in the email, despite a proven track record of being good stewards of XRP, we had continued to hear concerns in the market that Ripple could, hypothetically, sell our 61 billion XRP at any time, a scenario that would certainly be bad for Ripple. So with the decision to lock up 55 billion XRP in escrow, we have given investors a predictable supply schedule and removed what skeptics have suggested has been a barrier to broader XRP adoption. According to Jeremy Hogan, who reviewed the piece of evidence, Ripple seems to have put a significant amount of thought and effort into the XRP pricing, and the usage of the phrase investors is regrettable. As he says in a tweet, it is not all that bad for Ripple as it was sent only to Ripple employees, and the issue was whether XRP purchasers expect Ripple to increase the price of XRP. XRP holders back in 2017 never saw this email. What do you think? Is Jeremy Hogan right? Moving on, John Deaton thinks Judge Torres' findings are a good indication for XRP investors. Judge Torres obviously supports public information, as seen by these opinions. Deaton says that what these rulings clearly show is that Judge Torres favors public disclosure. Ripple cannot seal certain documents, that is legal. The same applies to the Security and Exchange Commission. Think ahead. We may ultimately get to see the 63 Hinman emails. We may eventually be able to view the 63 Hinman emails because I do not think they will be able to show you those emails. It would, in my opinion, place much too much pressure on not just the Security and Exchange Commission but also the CFTC. I feel that many of these branches of government were engaged in all of this and that they do not want to be in the limelight. So, will the judge also disclose emails of Hinman's speech? So, could Judge Torres stepping in means that the lawsuit might end in August as Hogan predicted? But at the time, Hogan expected a 5-month briefing schedule before the judge even gets the case to make a decision, which could take about 3 months. If we take the DPP chapter into account, that could mean the case will not be over before 2023. He added that the parties can stipulate a shorter time frame and the judge would agree with that.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.